Hi you guys, and welcome back to the channel. And in today's video I'm going to be showing you guys how I achieved this makeup look. If it's one thing I know how to do, you guys, it is take affordable products and make it look like you paid top dollar to get the look that I have today. So if you are interested, please stick around. Make sure you hit that subscribe button down below and stay tuned to the video. It has been so long, maybe a year since I've actually put out a makeup video, but now that we have a nice, clear, fresh setup, we're ready to get back into this thing. The face is on full display for you guys to learn and see what it is that I do to get this face to this. So we're going to go ahead and get started. The first thing we're going to talk about is the fact that these brows are shaped and glued down. I did go in today for the first time ever and tried the NYX glue. So far it feels pretty good. I've been one of those girls that use edge control, the got to be glue gel or whatever you want to call it, for a long time. So I finally went to my local Walmart and I picked up the NYX brow glue, and so far I like it a lot. It is giving me like the glue film on it, so I am going to go over and powder that down so I can get rid of that. So I'm just going to go in with a setting powder of my choice, Black Radiance finishing powder or setting powder in the shade Banana as well. Go off. That's how fresh and new this one is. I'm just gonna take my Real Technique setting brush. This is just, oh, I already had powder in it, y'all. Sorry, but this is, it looks like this. So I'm just gonna go in and work some of that powder up and just tap it in there and just dust it on top of my brows like this. And this is just to take the shine away, so that I can go over it with my brow pencil and sculpt my brows out a little bit. I will have everything listed down below so that you guys can go back for reference to see exactly what it is that I use in case you can't keep up or something get lost in the translation. Brow pencil, well, eyeliner pencil, and this is in the color Black Brown, so very fitting for what I need it for. So I'm just gonna go ahead and just make my brows a little bit more bolder, should I say. I'm not really trying to give them a new shape. I just want them to stand out a little bit more when I am filling in the rest of my makeup. Remember that your brows are sisters, not twins, not fraternal twins. Well, not identical twins, maybe fraternal, but you get the gist. Okay? And you guys see that when I hold my face, I typically lift up this brow because that's just my facial expression. That's just how I carry myself. So my eyebrows are going to look like that because that's typically the face that I'm making. So when you're making your brows, you want to do what's going to emphasize and structure your face to the way that you want it to look. That's typically my face. So I'm going to just go in with a concealer and clean up underneath and lay Pro Concealer. Okay, and I'm going to use a angle brush, and this is a angle eyebrow brush. This is a Paris Hilton collection brush. I saw it sitting on the shelf at Walmart and I picked it up. It's just a pink brush set. So you guys are going to probably see a lot of these brushes because they are my newer brushes. So I'm just going to go in and just take that product on that brush like so. Like that. And I'll put the most product in the center so that it's not too crowded on the edges, so I can spread it out as need be. And I promised I was not going to do my brows on camera, but because I haven't done my makeup in so long on camera, I just decided to keep this part in, so you guys feel blessed that I'm blessing you guys with my brow tutorial all in the same video. So I hope you guys are staying tuned and following along with me. And then I'm just going to flip it on the other side and try to clean up the top while I still have a little bit of product on here. I know this is old school, doing the halo brow as they would call it, but it works. I'm just going to go in with a Real Techniques Deluxe Crease Brush. A lot of people use this brush specifically for concealer because it just fits perfectly in that space. So I'm going to go in and clean up my concealer with this brush just to blend it out. And you guys can see how nice and clean it does at blending. Okay. And it doesn't take a lot. Very minimum pressure. I'm going to go in and fade out those harsh edges at the top as well. Nice and crisp that brow looks. You guys, I'm going to go ahead and go off camera and complete the second brow, and I'll come back so we can begin the base. So now we have both of the brows all nice, done, and shaped. So now we're going to go ahead and get into this base. So I already went through and did my skincare for the day. I cleaned my face off and applied moisturizer. My moisturizer for today has been the Be Pure from the Dollar Tree, y'all. When I tell y'all that this is so thick and creamy, it is, I think this is duping the, it says compared to Olay Regenerous Micro Sculpting Cream, and y'all, this is so thick and creamy. I don't know why it's in the $1.25, $1.75 store, whichever one it want to be now, but this stuff is really good, really thick and creamy, especially for your girl with my dry skin. My skin be so dry, so I go in with that. And I also mist on top of this aloe mist, and this is also from the Dollar Tree. Take that information and do with it what you will, but it's working for me. My face is nice and hydrated and it's glowing from within. Okay, in with my concealer shade, and I'll do some spot correcting like here. I have a spot here. You guys can see all the spots right here. A couple of dots there. Definitely across my nose because I have allergies, and doing this all the time, wiping your nose is going to create that line. I've had this line, I think, for as long as I can remember. So I'm just going to go in and do some spot correcting in those areas. And I'm going to let this dry down a little bit. I do have a fan on hand, so I'm going to put the fan on this for a little bit so it can dry it down a little bit faster so we don't have to sit and wait too long, y'all. Use a fan, let it dry down a little bit, get a little bit tacky, and then you want to go through it and blend these spots so it's not just sitting on top of your skin. I'm going to go in with my concealer brush, and this is the Expert Face Brush by Real Techniques as well. I go in and I use this brush right here to stipple that in, just so it's not too thick sitting on top of my face and it is blended. I like to go in and do my eye makeup. Now with my eye makeup, I just go in with a bronzer for the most part because nowadays a lot of people don't do color on their eyes for whatever reason. Hopefully that is coming back soon because I kind of like playing in the color. But for today, I'm just going to do my everyday makeup look. I use this Black Radiance contour palette in dark to deep, and I like to go in. This palette is well loved, y'all. I done hit pan, but I typically like to go in with this shade right here, and I would put that all over my eyes with my, go in and tap it on my brush, tap the excess off. Make sure the outside angle is on the outside so it can give me more of the angle that I'm looking for, and I will pack that right on top of there. Just like that. I wasn't able to jump on the e.l.f. Satin Finish foundation when it actually came out, but y'all, I love this foundation. This foundation has been a lifesaver for me because I realized that all of my foundations were matte, which was drying out my skin even the more. So this satin finish came in clutch because it gave me a little bit more moisture to my face. I am in the color 53 Deep Neutral. Olive undertones. I'm a neutral cool olive undertone type of girl. So before, all of my other foundations were extremely red. Y'all know how they do. They think everybody is red or yellow. Paris Hilton collection again, and it's just a flat foundation brush. I allow that to dry down. I typically like to go in and apply my contour as well. Now this is a liquid contour. Well, it says sun tone bronzing drops. I received this. I'm not even gonna lie, y'all. I would never spend so much money on on a makeup product. I promise you now. But actually give a nice contour to my makeup, so this is why I continue to use it. And I also take it on a brush so I can apply it down the bridge of my nose because I refuse to place these dots on my nose just willy-nilly like I did on my face. So just a flat brush, but it has a little bit of denseness to it. And I just go around the rim of that product to clean it up really, like that. And I will apply this on my nose for my contour. Just like this. Can you guys see that? Because that's how I do my contour for my nose. Bridge of my nose. Down. And under with whatever is remaining. So I just scoped out my nose like that so I can get my button nose, the button nose effect that I really like. So this brush right here, the expert brush again, and I'm going to start blending out this concealer. To go in with this e.l.f. blending brush and just work that contour so it doesn't get stuck. So I like to blend that up into my bronzing color that's up there already on my eyelid. Giving my nose a shape. Once you go and add that powder, you cannot move this liquid no more. The liquid and the cream cannot be moved, so make sure that you're blending to the best of your abilities before you go in and use a setting powder, finishing powder, any powder, okay? So I'm just making sure I blend everything nice. concealer brush again and just make sure I tap all of that creasing out of from underneath my eyes. Make sure I don't have any creasing, and try to keep your eye lifted up so you can tap all that concealer in and get anything out that should not be. So I'm just going to continue to tap and look up to make sure I'm not getting ready to set any creases that I don't want to. Okay? I'm going to go in with this e.l.f. Halo Glow in medium neutral. It is a lighter shade. And I'm going to use this to set those under eyes before I use the powder. I'm just going to go in and tap that in like that. Okay? And just do a little light dusting before I go in with the setting powder. And this is really just so you don't end up shocking your concealer, your wet products, with the loose powder and disturbing it or causing any type of caking to take place. So this is just a tip that I saw on TikTok, y'all, and I have not looked back since. For my liquid blush, I'm going to go in. We have a trend here, y'all. e.l.f., 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 and more e.l.f. But this is e.l.f. Liquid blush in the color Coral Crush, and it looks like this. Okay, and don't be afraid of your blush, y'all. It's gonna blend out real nice. So I'm gonna go in, and I don't need to wait too long with this because I don't want those dots to be stuck on my face. So I'm just gonna go in with this blush brush by the Paris Hilton collection as well, and I'm going to begin working that in like so. Like a harsh blush. I do not have blush blindness at all. So I keep this rather high up on my face. And I will still work it down to the apple of my cheeks, but I don't have to. We no longer do the smiling and just placing the blush right here on these rosy cheeks because nobody's blush sits like that. So I just work it up and blend it out and in to that contour and also that highlight, so you can get a natural blushy look. I like to go in with that powder just like that. Okay, and what you don't want to do is apply this directly to your face, because then you're gonna have unwanted powder just sitting on top of your skin. So I like to go in and rub that, smooth that on the back of my hand like that, and then I like to apply it just like this. And I'm not really a baking type of girl. I like to go ahead and press that powder right on in so it starts doing its job. I don't really want it to bake because I don't want to be dried out at all. My skin is already dry enough on its own, so I don't need it to be baking, but I do want it to be set. So I'm going to go ahead and place that where I want it and press it right in. Most of the time I go in with my blush, and this is in the color Wild Card. At this point, I do like to go in and set my face with my Maybelline 362 Fit Me. And this is just a pressed face powder or foundation color. And I like to go in with my foundation brush, tap that in, and just set my smile lines. Under that contour. Pretty much everywhere where we didn't put contour or highlight, blush, I like to go in and set those places with my actual foundation shade. That contour with that contour angle brush to set that contour. So now that I have all of my face products done, I want to go in with my Benefit Bounce Mascara I used to try to be a lash girly so bad, but y'all, I got enough lashes to do what I need to do with my own lashes. So I like to go in and apply that. And I can make them as dark or as natural as I would like. So, okay. No mascara. And this is the benefit. Alright, y'all. We're coming down to the end of this makeup look, you guys. And if I haven't asked already, please leave a comment down below and let me know what product you have or have not used yet. And which one are you thinking about trying to dip into. Definitely with the affordable products, you guys, because a lot of people cannot afford, me being one of them, to go out to Sephora and buy all these high-end products sometimes, and I think e.l.f. is missing the mark at all. And you are going to get exactly what you're looking for if you go and look for e.l.f. products, you guys. So between e.l.f. and Black Radiance, Maybelline for sure, these three products are definitely a go-to staple product in my repertoire. And I'm sure a lot of your favorite influencers are also using e.l.f. and Maybelline. If nothing else, those two products are going to stand the test of time. I have not been able to find my L'Oreal. That new setting spray that they have, y'all, is top tier. I ran out and can't find it no more. I'm going to have to order it online, I guess, in order to get it, because going to a brick and mortar is just out of stock everywhere. So I'm just going to go in with my Black Radiance. And you want to make sure you spray it out. Make sure it's not spitting at you, because you do not want water spots. And so now that I have made it to the end of this video, you guys, I'm going to do my lip combo. And I'm going to go in with this lip pencil. I do believe I got this from the hair store as well. It's just a nice chocolate brown. I don't know, it's called Grace, the Grace line, I don't know, but it's just a nice chocolate brown. So I'm just going to go in and line my lips with that. I know I do have gloss on my lips, but it's fine. Y'all see that pigment? But it looks so nice. Y'all, tell me that ain't pretty. Tell me that's not beautiful. And it blends so nice with my e.l.f. This is a lip oil. Y'all, I've been dipping and dipping, so it done caught a little bit of pigment, but it's supposed to be like a more clear, opaque look. I'm just going to put that on top, just to mute it down just a little bit. I can't rave enough about this Super Stay Matte Ink. Y'all just gonna have to go and pick it up yourself. It's very affordable. I think I paid maybe $6-7 for it, if that. And the pigment is to die for. To die for. This is the final makeup look, you guys, and it looks amazing. I'm loving it. And please leave down in the comment sections any questions you guys might have for me in regards to doing makeup and the products that I use. If you want to see how I got this hairstyle though, please go and check out this video right here. As I always say, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Until next time.